Hello everyone, it's me, CB, back again. You guys really enjoyed my last shipbuilding tutorial, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a return. We're gonna come back and we're gonna build another ship. This one's not so much an original design. It's one that is very much almost exactly the same, but mostly similar to the PHALANX DEIMOS ship. If you can't tell, I'm kind of a fanboy of DEIMOS. This ship is pretty nice. Let me go and give you guys a little bit of a run around with it. Let me go into photo mode real quick. Let's see, it's this, and then photo mode. Go ahead and get a good run around here. So let's go ahead and toggle the menu off. Got these nice big engines on the back here. This isn't like super optimized. This is before I went into New Game Plus. I literally built this ship like right before finishing the new mission to go into New Game Plus, and it sucked because I didn't realize that I couldn't carry my ship over with me. So anyway, I built this. I was really proud of it, and then I couldn't keep it, so I was like, whatever. But as you can see, we got all our engines along the back here, and it works. But right here, it's not like a super top of the line ship or anything like that. You can totally rebuild it into the way that you would want it to be. But you can see there's the grav drive, the reactor. You can see the shield. I kind of made it like blend in with the reactor there. We have our docker. And we have a bunch of our habs and everything. I believe it's no, it's not a two-story design. I made it a single story, I think. No, it's two-story, but the ladder is centralized where the docker is. So I have one by one companionways right there in the middle, and that makes it where you can have your ladder right there in the middle. So yeah, and let's see here. So we have that. A really long hallway goes up to the cockpit. It's just the regular little DEIMOS cockpit. See my character sitting in there. Let's see. Yeah, there she is. You can see all the way in the back. You can even see Sarah in the background there. But for the most part, it's just a nice ship. It's DEIMOS. It's basically the Phalanx. Pretty much exactly how it's inspired to look. I'm going to go ahead and build this for you guys. I'm going to give you a walk around of the interior first before we go ahead and get into building. So let me go ahead and exit photo mode here. And we're going to go ahead and stand up. Alright, so as you can see, we are in the cockpit here. Kind of where we start. So as we walk out of the cockpit, this is going to be right behind the cockpit. It's going to be, I believe this is a control station. And then after this is an all-in-one. Yeah, I think this is an all-in-one. No, this is the living quarters. And then here's the one by one companionway. You have your docker right above us. Back here we have our battle stations. Over here I believe is the workshop. Yeah, we have the workshop right here. And I think we have, I don't know what's going on out there. Okay, and we're gonna jump down here, and as you can see, it's just this one by one companionway. We go into a 2x2 living quarters. This is all DEIMOS parts, and over here I think we have another living quarters. Yeah. So as you can see, you get a nice little like habitat area for everyone down here, and if you go up the stairs, then you can have your, oh my god, it's going like taking forever. Did I really say stairs? I meant ladder. Jesus Christ. Anyway, point is, you have your workshop, you have your battle stations. I think there's windows somewhere out here. No, there really are no windows. This place is depressing then. Okay, so the companionway, the 2x1. I think this is it. Yeah, it's totally a living quarters. Or no, there's two types of all-in-ones. I believe it's one of them. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Point is, and then this is where your landing bay is. Yeah, you can see it right there. But landing bay, and hey Sarah. And then here's your cockpit again. But you know, it's got a nice little design to it. It's very simple. Something easy for somebody starting out. They can build this. It probably cost maybe around 100,000 credits. I know in my last video I didn't really give you guys a rundown of like the whole cost of everything. That ship that I initially built, it was pretty expensive. I think around like 350,000. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I built it.
The hum of a grav drive
But let's go ahead and land in New Atlantis, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to build this ship. Alright, and here's a quick look at it whenever we are landed. As you can tell, this is a nice looking ship whenever it's on the ground. It's a long boy. I think it actually reaches the max length of the game that it allows you to have like your ships. I believe this is the max length, so it's definitely a long boy. Reaches all the way over here to our best friend, the ship guy. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to him, and I'll show you guys how to build this. And before we go ahead and get into it, as you can see, there are the specs. It is a B class ship. It's not C, it's only B. But yeah, there's everything you need to see. That's not, again, it's not the most optimized. It's not supposed to be. This is just something I built for fun because I like the look of it, and I mean, it looks cool, man. I mean, that's the point, right? It just looks cool to me. Alright, so to begin, we're going to go ahead and just start by laying the foundation like I did with the last build. Essentially, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use companionways right here. We're going to place one, duplicate it, place another. Again, it's 2 stories. And then at the front here, we're going to use... Okay, so there's only one all-in-one berth. So I did use the living quarters, I believe. I think I did, yeah. So right here, living quarters. And then we're going to do computer, no control station, right there. And then we'll go ahead and grab a cockpit just so I know what's what. And I use this one. You can use any of these. Again, the stats, you can see it mainly just affects the cargo and the mass on the left. So, I mean, really, even the cheapest cockpit is just the same as this one. It's just this one holds more junk. So, I'm going to stick this up against there. And for the back here, we're going to go back to the halves. And we're going to use the 2x2. So, the battle stations, it goes on the top floor. And you connect it like this. And then under there, we're going to have our, where's it at? Living quarters. So, right underneath, like that, living quarters. And then on the right side, we're going to have, I think it's the, let's see, this is a living quarters. Did I put the, I think, no, yeah, the living quarters would go down here. And then the all-in-one would go up here. Come on, there we go. Just because the all-in-one's got a little bit more stuff going on for it. The living quarters, I think, has like a bunch of, what's it called, like, beds and stuff in there. Is more of like a chilled out room versus the actual all-in-one. So let's see here. And then we have our workshop. It's going to go up here. A workshop is pretty much a mandatory part of every build. You have to have it. Alright, and then so that's the main structure of the ship. Now we'll go ahead and grab the landing bay, wherever that is. Let's see here. There it is. Okay, so we're using the regular DEIMOS landing bay. I believe that should be right behind the cockpit here. There we go. And if we keep going along there, I'm going to go to structural. I think I use the hulls on the bottom side. Let's see here. Yeah, I use a hull and then a landing gear. So we're going to grab a DEIMOS hull. Such a weird word. Hull. Right down here. No, it goes right there. Okay, and let's go ahead and grab the landing gear so I can know what's what. Landing gear, there it is. Okay, so we have one of these right here in the middle. And then we have, I think, another 4 of these. So you have one on each side of the landing bay here. So you leave this front open so you can snap some wings there, but we're going to go and put this back over here. And put this one back over there. So that's all the landing gear. You can start seeing the shape kind of come together, but essentially this is just all to make sure that the ladders are right there, which they should be. If they're not, there's some ways you can kind of finagle that. I'm not 100% sure on how to, but it just, so far this just works for me. So let's go ahead and finish doing some of the structural part of everything. So we have to go back over to structural because I believe up here we have some hulls. We use a lot of these just so we can kind of have the shape of the ship look good, but also we use it just so we can make sure that the layout makes sense. So I wanted to have all of this without ladders in it, so putting the companionways right there pretty much forces the ladders to be there. So now we go over to storage, wherever that is. Or is it cargo? I think it's cargo, yeah. Cargo, we scroll down to these right here, the 30T hauler cargo holds. And we put these upside down. This one, as you can see with the slant on this side, you want this right below here. Duplicate that, then flip it, and then set it right under there, just like that. And now we're going to go back over to structural. Where is that at? There it is. We're going to grab the DEIMOS braking engine, put one there, one right below it, duplicate it, put two more right there, just like that. Alright, let's see here. And so we're going to also grab a DEIMOS belly, and we're going to take this and flip it to the back here, just like that. And now, let's go ahead and start adding to the top here. So, I believe this should go right about here. Yeah. And then we're going to go grab our Docker, which is this one. Put this right on top of there. Engines are going to come last in a second here. Let's go ahead and do the fuel tanks. Again, you can use any of these you want. I recommend the 550 just because it holds the most, but again, just for the looks of things, you can use really any fuel tank you want, but these are just the ones I'm using because it goes along with the design. I'm gonna put that right down here on the bottom part. Make sure it's attached to the hull, not on the top. And then we'll flip this one around, drop it down again. There you go. And then let's go over to, let's see, we're going to go over to the grav drive. Well, first we got to do the reactor. Which reactor was I using? I was using this design again. The 1x1s are pretty much the only reactors I'd recommend. To add the bigger reactors, you'd have to modify the shape of the ship a little bit. You could probably get rid of this right here and this right here, turn these into like two more companionways, and then only have like a 2x1 up here, and then you could have the 2x2 reactor and 2x2 grav drive up here if you want to make the ship bigger, which is up to you. But for me, we're just doing this for the sake of the original design. So let's go back over to the grav drives. We're going to grab this one. That's the one I was using in here. And again, that is the Aurora 12G. Again, it doesn't matter too much which ones you use. I think, yeah, for this one, you want to make sure you see how the snapping points on the back here. You want to make sure you have a snapping point on the back because that's important for the engines. Which, speaking of that, let's go ahead and grab these. So for the engines, we have to go down pretty far. Well, actually, for these two, we're using the White Dwarf 3000. I don't think you could use the bigger ones. It might. I think it's because of the reactor limitation, which is fine. We're going to scroll down. And the Nova 1010s, one on the left side, down, flip it, and one on the right side, just like that. Again, you can really see the shape of the ship coming together. Most of everything from here is just structural and also weapons. So let's go back to the structures. If I could find it. Okay, there we go. Oh, and don't forget the shield. Let's go ahead and grab that. I use the Vanguard Bulwark shield. I think, currently, I think this might have the max health for shields, at least last time I checked. So we just stick that right there on top of the reactor. It kind of fits right in, doesn't really poke out too much. It looks good. Let's go ahead and go back to structural, and we're gonna grab the, where are they at, the wings. Okay, we have a lot of these. So on the front here, it's important to do that, and that gives it that front design. And then over here we have two of these wings right on top of each other like that. Flip these over. You're going to duplicate and flip them over to this side and put those right there. And again, you can really see that whole shape come together. Now, I believe we have to get, I think it's this one. Yeah, these right here. Okay, so we need, yeah, that's the right design. So one here, flip it, one here, and there you go. Goes right above the fuel tanks there, just kind of gives it that nice like little bit of cohesion, makes the landing gear kind of not stick out so much. And then we want to make sure we fill in the top of this this area right here because it looks kind of weird just having it kind of naked like that. So in the sake of fixing any nakedness, we're gonna grab the DEIMOS spine, a little sloped one like this. Wait, no, not that one. Wrong. I think we grab, which one is it? Yeah, this right here. Okay. So that is the DEIMOS spine C4. We're gonna duplicate this. Actually, no. Okay, stick that there, duplicate it, flip it, put it there, and then right in the middle, we're gonna have to, I think it's up here, the DEIMOS radiator. Yeah, we get one of these, put it there, get rid of that. So there you go. You have the DEIMOS spine C. This is the original orientation. Then you have a radiator, and then you have another DEIMOS spine C, but you have it flipped around where it's now the aft. And then it goes up into the cowling. Then you have your Docker, reactor, grav drive, and then engine. So now, let's see, that's pretty much most of the structure on here. Now we just gotta finish adding to here, and then weapons. So let's go ahead. This is where we use the spines that have a little slope on the front of them. So we're going to add those there. Let me look at my pictures because I don't remember this 100%. Okay, so we use 2 more of these, so we can just go ahead and duplicate them since they're here. Put one there and one there. Now we have to go down a little bit more, and you see the DEIMOS spine D. We want to use that one because it's got that little bit of like a tail design, like a wing. We're gonna put one here and one here. And it comes to get that little swoop, makes it look nice. Other than that, let's see here. Let's go ahead and add our weapons. Make sure everything gets put in the right spot. So weapons. I think we gotta do some scrolling here. Again, this is not a 100% optimized build. I had somebody who commented saying that the design could be much better, but again, I'm not trying to min-max. It's a single player game. There we go. And then you want to take these right here, or at least these in the missile launchers. I like to put these in the middle of the wings, so they'll automatically snap to the bottom or the top. I can't really tell. Doesn't matter. It's fine. And then do the same over here. Looks like it snaps to the top, which is cool. Okay. So you got the missiles right there in the middle of those 2 wings, and then we'll go ahead and grab, I think it's my lasers. There we go. The auto neutron beam. It's a fancy name. Put one there. And one right there, just like that. And now we have, as you can see, our total is down to 0, so there it is. That is how you build this ship right here. And here we'll go ahead and do flight check. So yeah, we gotta assign our weapons. Just doesn't matter where you assign them. Just depends on the buttons you like to press. All right, and we'll go ahead and exit here. And we'll go inside the ship and we'll see whether or not... Yeah, I don't want to talk to you, Sam. Not right now, buddy. I'm not even on my right save right now. I'm only level 30 something on this here.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
No, I do not, Vasco. Anyway, so we're going to go in here and see if the ladder is actually where I said it would be. If I'm wrong, then oh dear. If I'm not... What was that? Homie just flew away. Okay, so this is the cockpit over here. Yeah, so there's our cockpit. And this is our control station, like I said. Okay, here's our all-in-one. Yeah, this is just how I wanted it to be. This is the all-in-one. We open up to here, and voila! There's Cora Co coming up the ladder.
I'm working hard, Captain!
Jesus Christ. She yelled at me. And then, you can see we have our battle stations. We have our workshop. Let's go ahead and jump down here. And then we have our 2x2 living area, and then if we go over here, this should be our 2x1 living area. Yeah, okay, no, I did use another all-in-one down here, but it's fine. The nice little storage crate there, that's cool. But yeah, you can do whatever you want with this. I'd probably recommend the all-in-one right here then. But for the most part, that is the ship, guys. So this is going to be a Phalanx DEIMOS ship. It is not completely original. I mean, you can literally go to the DEIMOS Star Yard and buy this. But I mean, for the most part, this is just kind of my take on how I wanted it laid out, because it's not exactly the same. I made some small modifications. And again, I'll go back into the builder and show you guys the optional modifications you can do if you want to change like the I guess the way that it's like laid out, or not so much laid out, but the way that you like to add a reactor that's bigger and a bigger grav drive. I'll show you guys what I would recommend for that. So let's go back into the builder and I'll show you guys. Okay, so back in the ship builder here, I recommended, or I said that if you want to have a bigger reactor or grav drive or anything like that, what I'd recommend is, I mean, the battle stations aren't super necessary. We can get rid of those, get rid of the hull here and the hull right there. We'll go ahead and go back to the habs. We'll get a 2x1. We could probably use, well, so we have some more like crew stations. We can use, we already have a control station, so we could do an armory. I mean, really, you could really put whatever you want here. I'm just trying to like give an example. So I like the look of the battle stations. So we can put like, I don't know, computer core. Let's do it like right here. Okay, and then we can take the workshop and pull it forward. We can go back to structures, structural, where's that? There we go. We can grab the hulls. This might make, yeah, this will make the ship a little smaller, but you know, if you want to add a bigger reactor and grav drive. See, now we've cleared out that big area right there, so let's go ahead and go to reactors. Oh, that's right. So yeah, I'm not exactly on my save that I'm super leveled up on, so yeah, you could use the best reactor, one of the ones where again you have the snapping points at the back like that. You could put that in there. You could put it at the front right here, or you can put it at the back, either or. And then for the grav drive, again, I can't place these big ones. Actually, I could place this one as an example. There we go. So there you go. You could just throw a grav drive right there. That's pretty big. And then it's missing a reactor yet. No duh. So we can go back to reactors. Let's try to see here. I mean, just for an example, like, you know, because again, you have these two big spaces cleared out. You just put that right there. Yeah, I get that. But I'm sure you guys see what I'm getting at here. You have the big spaces cleared out for the reactor and the grav drive. And what this should do is the ladder should still be in the middle there. And then you could go off into the workshop, or you could go off into the computer core. And then you would have your other companionway that goes into the living quarters downstairs. And again, your other little living quarters are all in one down here. But for the most part, I mean, that pretty much is the design of the ship. There's nothing else to really add here. I mean, you could, again, always tweak the design to your own liking, but this is just more of like a general template. I mean, it worked well for me. Even though I didn't get to use it very long, this was definitely another ship that I really enjoyed the look of. The one I use now in my New Game Plus 10 save, that's my new favorite, but I just wanted to go ahead and upload another videos for you guys so you guys get another example of another DEIMOS ship that I like. I plan on making a build with kind of like the Nova style, like the with the other big cockpit, the one that looks kind of like a Falcon in a way. I don't know. It's really weird to explain. It's the one with like the actual stairs inside of it. I'm gonna try to make a ship design with that, and I'll get that uploaded sometime soon. I haven't really uploaded much because it's been kind of the end of the semester for me and it gets pretty busy. But you know, for the most part, this is the design here. If you guys like it, let me know. If you think it's not optimized, also let me know. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.